Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day, and thank you for taking the time to support the channel. Hello, Good Game here with another Magic the Gathering Arena deck guide video, playing Golgari Elven Lords. This is a black and green aggro deck within the newest set, Foundations. We'll be breaking down the deck list in depth, discussing the strategies as well as synergies held within the build, demonstrating all of this within our myth. Oh, actually, we're not actually in Mythic yet. Mind myself here. Within our platinum ranked gameplay footage against some of the mediocre players in the game. I'm just kidding. You know, the matches are the matches, whatever rank you're in. It really just comes down to how often you're playing and how many matches you're getting done in the season. So we've been taking a little bit of a break, but we're happy to be back. So like I said, we're going to showcase the deck within our gameplay footage, try to break down some of the play lines for you so you understand how to pilot the deck effectively. And of course, we'll conclude with our channel news, wrap-up thoughts, and deck review as well. So leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and most importantly, kick back, relax, and let's take a look at the deck. Building this around and because of the Elvish Archdruid. So this is a reprint here for us in Foundations that we get to use. And what's really nice within the Foundation set is if you have the cards from older sets, you can still use them without committing your wild cards to it, right? So you can see that we're going to be using the Preserver in the Archdruid, and these are from older sets, which is quite nice. And then we don't really have to be spending our rare wild cards on that since we already own them. If you don't, they're pretty standard cards within an elf build and even potentially within a Simic Flash build. So it's they're not wasteful if you need them. The Druid is a Lord, the Elven Lords, right? So a Lord creature gives other creatures of a specific type +1/+1, right? So we see that here within not only the Archdruid, but also the Visionary. Other elves you control get +1/+1. Whenever an elf is cast, you can pay 1 green if you do draw a card. So that's really nice for us, just that consistent draw of more elves that draw more elves. It's a non-legendary that stacks, which is great. And then the Archdruid can tap to add 1 green for each elf that you control, which is actually pretty doggone aggressive, when you start adding 4 or 5 mana at a time. And that works really well with the Wildborn Preserver. Whenever another non-human enters the battlefield, you may pay X under your control, of course. And when you do, you'll put X +1/+1 counters on this creature. So, we can go wide and then sink our mana into the Preserver, which is crazy. And, it's not uncommon to have this thing be like a 10/10 or something. And then we can apply trample to it, right? So consistent damage output and just win the game in a couple turns here. So the Hunter's Talent, as it enters, is removal. Target creature deals damage equal to its power to another creature that we don't control. It's great for the Preserver, right? And then attacking creature gets +1 and trample at level 2 until the end of turn, which is nice. Again, that damage output like we talked about. And finally, level 3 for 4, power 4 or greater, draw a card. So, some additional draw within the deck alongside the Visionary, all working really nicely here together for us. Tyvar's in the build because of the static ability, allowing us to activate tap abilities as though the creatures had haste, right? So that's going to be the Archdruid, its mana ability. On that note, we also have the Llanowar Elves and the Citanul Stalwart with tap-based mana abilities, and the Fauna Shaman as a tap-based tutor ability for us, which is pretty decent, right? So the Jubilant Brawler allows us to unlock all of that at haste. Furthermore, we can untap a creature, which is pretty good for the tutor or the mana ramp if we want, right? And of course, that -2 is pretty decent to mill 3 and then return creature with mana value 2 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. And I like that with the Shaman, right? Because we can pay 1, tap, discard a card, a creature card to search for something. So if we discard a creature with mana value 2 or less, then we can immediately -2 to grab it back. Oh, yes. and we get the tutor of our next card, right? So that's pretty cool synergy here for us. And, you know, what else do we have here? Oh, the Archdruid mana is also really nice for the other Tyvar, the Pummeler, for 3 as a 3/3. Tap another untapped creature you control. Tyvar gains indestructible until the end of turn. Tap it. So, you know, just some protection here for us. But we can pay 5, and creatures you control get +X/+X until the end of turn, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Looking at you, Wildborn Preserver. So, you know, we have all these elves in play. You know, they're like 1 power, 2 power. You know, we get some Visionaries and some Archdruids out, and they go to 3/4, and that's actually pretty formidable. But we get the Pummeler out with our Preserver out, and now they're all like 16/16s. And that is definitely going to get you the W. If not the scoop, which I guess leads to that. Aside from that, you know, just kind of filling in the void with the Infestation Sage, a 1-mana elf. You know, we like to play a consistent curve. It's such an aggro-based deck that we really want to be playing creature on turn 1. So, you know, just kind of adding as many of those in here that are still elves for us, right? Predominantly a green-based deck, so we don't want to go too hard on the Sage. So just, you know, a couple there, a couple here, and then removal and protection, right? It's our interaction within the deck. The talent is removal here for us as well, so we may as well throw that over to talk about. Cut down, power toughness 5 or less as a total to destroy instant speed for 1. Treatment, hexproof until the end of turn, royal roll attached to that creature, +1/+1 ward 1, which is really quite nice to protect our Preserver or Lord, right? Talent we already mentioned, Tear Asunder, exiling artifact or enchantment if you kick it for an additional 2, non-land permanent, which is nice. This can take out those planeswalkers and stuff. And then Virtue's Lockthwain Scorn, -3/-3, gain 2 life for 2. And then with that 7 mana, which is actually not hard to get to, thanks to the Druid, we can play the Virtue of Persistence and now grab creatures from the graveyard to the battlefield at the beginning of our upkeep, which is pretty decent, both ours as well as our opponents'. You know, not a complex deck here. It's very simple. It's very straightforward, very consistent. We have the Passage, the Cavern, the Wastes, and the Marsh for those dual lands. Weighting more heavily towards the forest than the swamps, obviously, with a double green here a couple times over. And, you know, the mana's very friendly because we have the Stalwart, I believe. Tapping for any color can really help fill the void if your mana base isn't perfect, and it's pretty friendly just to begin with. So that's the deck. The list is in the description below. Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel for new content every single day. And yeah, just thank you all so much and enjoy today's gameplay. Keeping 7. Sage on 1. Preserver on 2 with Flash. Archdruid on 3. Oh, we're untapped? For 1 and turn. Kind of aggressive for our deck. Okay, so we get the 1/1 Insecto. Taking life. Pretty good as well. X equals 1. Five. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Do they have removal? Ooh. Druid in play. Definitely draw a card. Drawing cards is good, dude. They remove the Preserver, so I'm glad I didn't push that mana there. 3. Gain life there as well. I think this with like a field life would be pretty good, right? Llanowar Elf out, draw a card. Three mana Archdruid out, draw a card. Visionary out. No problem. 5. So they either have a field wipe or we win. Place ya bets. Big money, no whammies. A lot of new field wipes to play with. Big money, no whammies. Zoraline? What? You're not a farewell. Oh god. Take him to London, HGG. Good game, homie. Going first with, you know, 1-drop, some land, and removal to support our Preserver, which is pretty decent. I don't think that's bad at all. Are you there? An additional 1-drop off the top would be cool. That's good. So let's play this first. And just pass over. Preservers a go. Equals 3. Hit for 5. Ooh! That's a nice board state. Braided Gnat. Oh, but they can do it during combat, right? Let's do it now. Come on, -2.
This will be quick. Rally, my friend.
Visionary in play, that's beautiful. Equals 1. This one. No X equals. Oh, I had to do the land first. Wow, that sucks. Wow, that sucks. And I did it on the wrong one. Dang it! Oops. My bad. We should have been hitting for 4 there instead. Or 5, actually, sorry. It doesn't matter, good game. Elves reign supreme. A little bit of a misplay. Don't I always, though? Alright, let's keep 7. Hand looks really nice. Wow. Okay. Double Llanowar Elf. Pretty cool. We see a forest. It's not threatening by itself anyways. Bit of a hold up here. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna immediately take the draw. After holding up protection next turn. The Gruul deck, watch out. FOMO, fear of missing out. You can move it, it's no problem. We're gonna draw and discard here. Oh, that's even better. Nice and cheap. Llanowar out. Draw protection to draw. It's a land. The wrong land. And we're going to save this because it's our draw next turn. Let's hit for one. Not really worth playing here, I don't think. Cenote Scout exploring. Okay. They remove our draw engine. Quite frustrating for me. Nice. We'll just play in. I don't really have much of a lord. I don't even care about their removal anymore. It is what it is. Another. Interesting. Say its name is kind of what they're going for, right? That big, what even is it? It's like a 12 or something silly. Maybe not quite that big, but. Okay. Last turn here. Two cards in hand that we don't see. Flytrop's pretty cool. FOMO back. Okay. Draw discard here. Let's see if we can get a land. Probably worth a block. Hitting for 12 only though. if left uncontended. You never know, though. The sages actually aren't terrible with Tyvar. Oh, he's got that that bat artifact equipment or whatever it is. Oh, I see that. I see that bat. The right kind of bat as well, not the one we're all used. Nice hit. 7. They did block 6 of it. Open attack lanes for them. They can do as they please. Break out Adelphia, looking at the top 6. Creature, if it's got mana value 2 or less, out with haste, if not into hand. FOMO is a go-wo. Hey, that's pretty cool. Draw discard here. Can they say its name? No, because it wouldn't have haste. That I know of yet, anyways. Picking up my visionary. Hurt! Really getting after it, huh? But this has haste too, right? So, do they have delirium? Oh, yeah. This is a lot of damage. Unblock the Wicker Folk, and then a FOMO. We're getting hit for 8. 16, 18, 20 damage, is that? Oh no, because these two don't attack, so take 4. Close. On the draw, keeping 7. I think. Could be worse. Maybe third land. Maybe an Elven Lord. A little aggressive. 3 wastes in a row. That's unlikely. It really is. You know, there's other land in the deck. You know? Turn 3 Liliana. Man, I miss this game.
When I win.
So good to be back.
Sacrifices must be made.
Let's see what
Minus
next
dos.
goes. Your story's not finished yet.
Shaman is bark, baby. Nice removal. That's exiled, so we won't be getting that back. But down can go, I guess. Have creatures. Really? No, wait. That's so aggressive with your Lily just chilling. I guess we can force that Lily minus here, right? They are going to be so disappointed. That basically forces them to minus, but Tyvar can then minus in return. And we'll progress accordingly.
I'm done here.
Right. That's not that
No
bad,
fun
actually.
when- Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Or we just wait. What would they have? I don't know.
Ready for round 2.
Hopefully it's not more removal. Taking a risk here because we could have removed that bat, but I'm holding out for the good stuff. Ooh. Not what I meant by that.
Finally! A real fight.
We could take this out, but it just comes right back, right? So I don't think that's the play line. I do think the play line is to draw.
I've let my people down. Share in my glory.
Oh, this is cast. Never mind. Grab a green source here. Hold this as removal. They're top decking, as are we. Okay then. Who's a big boy? Can't let them draw. I'm a big boy. Shut up, HGG. Take the... Oh. We could go up to 3. And then remove it, but they see we have that. What am I gonna block next turn though? Nope. Take it. Good bummer. I don't think there's any way around that though. Right, it's more than we can actually handle. Another bat? Does everybody just play bats? It's just bats for life. Brutal, dude. This will, maybe I can. Should I? Nah, well, I mean, we're gonna lose anyways, may as well. Ah! Counterspell as well. Pretty groovy, dude. Okay, on the draw, keeping 7 cards in our opening hand. The bat is in play. Maybe we can get another 1-drop. Oh! Double bat, Adelphia. They should take the Wildborn Preserver because it has reach. The new card though, so I don't know if they will or not. Well, it's not necessarily, it's a reprint. Oh, they're aware. They are aware. Pass turn, hold up our treatment. Protection is fairly important. Really? I am not impressed. We're going to take Tyvar. Okay. Uno block. Take our draw for 1. Swing for 2. Hold up protection. We have a good hand. Just these bats are incredible. Very good. Oh, I was gonna say it's all fun and games until they play Zoraline. You know, here it is. What an absolute Chad. Big hit, right? 3 damage as well. They gain 6 life there. That's absurd. Take the double draw. I think it's worth the trade. I need to remove Zoraline. Even if we lose our creature. Right? It's unfortunate, but I think required of us. Two cards left in hand. 3, up by 3. Quite the spread. Dark Star with the offspring. Draw an empty hand. I need that reap, the priority. Take the draw with the shaman, I think. Oh no, we have the elf too. But I'll probably just play this. At flash. 2 mana. We need the removal. No, but we want the treatment on the Preserver, so we want the 3 mana just later on. No attacking turn. Oh, removal. Dang it, Randy. Nice. Triple draw is pretty good. I'll give him that. Two in hand that we don't see. Haste to replay Zoraline. Take our draw. Then protect it. Do they have another? That would be ungodly. Now, do we want to take out this bat or the augur? Get rid of some of that draw, right? Village bringing Zoraline to hand, which is really good. Oh my gosh. Land in. Take the draw. Do we need to push that up? And then probably just playing this as its own is best, right? And that Zoraline is brutal. You can still draw next turn. Have to deal some damage here though, right? Like, one reach creature is not enough. We need more removal. Gonna pay 2. Bring back the augur or like bat, cavern bat. I guess they're both bats, but Dark Star is it or? Oh, they get deep cavern, which takes our shaman. That's a nice play actually. I'm top decking. Ouch. Is there an attack here? Yeah, I think so. And not, wow, dude. That's really impressive. That's also really impressive. I think I want to do it now. In case I get a sorcery. Oh, it's a land. Waste. Let's do 7, 8, 9. Oh no, because we need 2 here, so 7. And we're still on super duper thin ice here. Right? Like, super duper thin ice. I mean, dead next turn. If it wasn't for that life gain, a lot closer. Down to 1, but then they take lethal. Oh! No! My heart breaks for you, my friend. Ah. Oh. The augur gets us the W pre-attack. Lord have mercy. The Elven Lords. Oh my gosh. So I think there's actually something here. Could we fine-tune it more? Yeah, sure. But it's like we're really, really close. What elves are we missing from a typical elf deck? I wonder. I know there's another lord, a 2-mana lord, that's not the leaf crowned. And if we got that, that would be too much tuna, right? But a couple things I wanted to mention here. I tried Blade of the Elves. 2/3 for 4 when it does damage, create that many 1/1 tokens that are also elves. So, you know, that's an amazing ability. But I'm having a hard time getting it to pay for itself or like, you know, actually pay off. Furthermore, we can tap elves to deal 10 damage and gain 10 life. That's pretty decent, but I think that we're just dealing so much damage to begin with that it's not necessary. And then, you know, just kind of looking at some of the other elves, the agent was the next in line. As it enters, they're going to exile a card from their hand. So this is just forcing a 1-for-1. I think that's pretty decent. I don't mind at all. But I had a hard time fitting it in the deck. So, you know, and that's my question to you guys here is, can we cut down some of this removal? I really like the talent because of the synergy here, which is quite nice. But, you know, the protection I feel like is really quite nice to hold on to as well, maybe. Can we cut some of this removal for what is still quasi-removal directly from their hand? Maybe arguably better. They get to choose, though. It could just be a land. But an elf, you know, more elf triggers, it could be decent. I don't know. I think what we have currently is pretty close. You know, it's not bad. I want to maybe experiment with goblins as well. Mere folk. I seen the Baron Lord or whatever is back, so we get like skeletons and zombies are probably going to be relevant again. So it's nice to see all the tribal support, right? Within the foundation set, and really just taking a step back. You know, you may have been aware of my hiatus here. I took a 2-week break almost. While we're waiting for the new cards, and you know, it just feels nice to play Magic more casually again, rather than be super obsessed with being the best every single day. You know, every build has got to be the best build, and you know, I still think this is a great deck, and you know, is it ultra meta? No, maybe not. And thanks to the release of all these new cards, I can get away with it, right? Because other people are experimenting, they're trying new things out as well, and that's just the environment that I like. It's very much more Friday night Magic at your local game store, and less Star City Games top 8, right? One of them is really cool to partake in, and the other one's a little bit stressful full time, right? And it kind of can get boring because there is less variation within, you know, the 5 or 6 meta decks that are just doing their thing, grinding it, in comparison to the hundreds of new original decks that we're seeing currently with the release of the Foundation set. So a lot of new cards for free that came out, like over 400 free cards to everybody, which is just fantastic. Like, Wizards, you really nailed it. I'm almost always disappointed in your decisions. And so, like, I was like, this came out, and I was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "You're lying to me. I don't believe you." But it is the truth. You get a bunch of new cards. So come hang out, play Arena, and yeah, I think maybe I'm gonna make some budget content as well, and become more free to play as well as we progress. And you know, that helps take some of that stress off as well. Helps breed the creativity, which is why I've been here this whole time, right? I just love brewing decks, and you know, if we can get a win or two along the way, that's cool as well. Anywho, thank you all so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a magical day. Thank you so much again, and I will see you soon in the next.